Young hustler stacking dividends between a rock and a parlay. Don't matter where your ass been, between a rock and a parlay. And when I make it in the end, it's a rock and a parlay.
All right, welcome to the Stuck Between a Rock and a Parlay podcast. Welcome to the Stuck Between a Rock and a Parlay podcast, brought to you by Wild Timber Soap Company. Again, we're sponsored by Wild Timber Soap Company. It's a soap company. Think Dr. Squatch, but actually all natural, longer lasting, and built for guys who work hard and play hard. It's got real ingredients, no cheap detergents, or fake natural claims, just oils, clays, and essential oils that actually clean without wrecking your skin. It lasts longer, the bars are dense and cured right, no burning through soap every week. It's a clean reset. After work, after the gym, after a tough loss, it's the reset that gets you back in the game. WildTimberSoap.com. Use code Parlay25 for 25% off your order online. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it, Cody.
Yes,
You
sir.
ready?
Yes.
So last week in college football was rough.
Terrible.
It was a rough week, yeah. You want to get us started with the Miami game?
Yeah. I mean, I chose Miami to win that, but
We both did.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
nobody.
You know?
I didn't believe in Miller Moss. Man,
Yeah.
he proved me wrong.
It's like making it into the top 5 is the kiss of death this season.
Yeah, you're going to get knocked
As soon as that
off.
happens, you're going to get knocked off by some team who hasn't led all year yet,
Yeah.
or something crazy that no one can.
And then they make the top 25 after they beat Miami. So they're apparently they're a great team.
So what's Carson Beck? 4 picks. Were any of those picks his fault though?
Not really, no.
Yeah, I mean, it's
his
wide
receivers
receivers,
gotta catch better.
pop-ups. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, come on, dude. You got to help your quarterback out.
Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes 50-50 balls, you got to fight for them. And they were losing every single one of those, and
Yeah.
every bounce was going against them, it looked like. So
I'm still a believer in Miami right now. That was just a bad loss.
I am, but it was a tough loss. But, again, we were talking about that with Miami and Louisville. Exact same recruiting base, South Florida.
Yeah.
Those players are super familiar with each other, know each other, and it had like that chippy South Florida high school
Yeah.
game feel to it. And I think that's what Louisville wanted to turn it into, and they did, and it worked to their advantage. So
Yeah.
good on them. Arizona State 26 over Texas Tech 22.
You believed in Texas Tech.
And it's like, how do you see this one coming? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Arizona State the week before gets blown out and beat badly. Looked bad, looked like they quit in the fourth
Yeah.
quarter to a Utah team that had gotten blown out in
The
the
week
same
before that,
fashion
yeah.
by Texas Tech. It's like, what are we doing here? Are we
Yeah.
just flipping coins in college football now? College football this year, well, just NIL era, transfer portal era, you really got to be careful.
It's shaking things up.
There's going to be a ton of these tough, like, coin flip games. And what I think it is you have no consistency year to year. Every year, your spring practice has got a completely different lineup than it did the year before. And then when you come in for fall practice, it's completely different again. Because the guys who went through spring practice and didn't see themselves as starters transferred again.
Out of there. Yeah.
Yeah, you see a couple teams that are bucking this trend to where they actually are building consistency and playing good football, and those teams are super excelling.
Yeah.
You got Ohio State on one end, where it is all 5 stars, but they're all getting paid so much money they're not going nowhere.
Facts.
Even as backups, they know if they make it in as seniors, they're going to end up with the NFL contract. On the other end, you got a team like Indiana, who, yeah, granted, their top players are transfers, but they've been there for the last 2 seasons. They've been able to build something there to where maybe they're not always the most talented team on the field, but because of that consistency, because of those guys used to playing against each other, they are the best team on the field. You know, not most talented, but best actual football team. So Vanderbilt beat LSU 31-24.
Another game I didn't see coming.
Yeah, I didn't really either, but this Vanderbilt team, like, I think it's time to start putting a little respect on them. Yeah, they're playing big in the SEC. So, who's the best team in the SEC right now, in your opinion, Cody?
Alabama.
Alabama?
Alabama. Yeah, they back. They're back. It's either Alabama or Georgia. It's
Texas A&M.
no.
You're not buying it?
I'm not buying it
They're
yet.
top 5 this season.
They are.
Which, again, kiss of death this year, so we'll see how that goes. Who's the best team in the Big Ten?
I don't know.
Is Ohio State better than Indiana?
I mean, it's tough.
They're going to face each other in the the Big Ten championship game. You look at the games that both those teams got left, and I think they're both running the table. Indiana, moving forward, has this week they got UCLA. They're a massive favorite in that.
24.
Then it's Maryland. Their hardest game moving forward is at Penn State, but I think Penn State's kind of been cracked.
Yeah, they're done.
And then
it's Ohio State.
And then you got Wisconsin, Purdue to finish the year out.
Yeah.
So that's a fairly easy run to a perfect record going into the Big Ten championship. Ohio State coming up. It's Penn State, which is next weekend. They're on a bye this weekend. Purdue, Rutgers, and then Michigan. So, again, that Michigan game has
that's
given
the only
them problems
game
the last few years.
Yeah.
But, I think we're looking at 2 Big Ten teams, both making the college football playoffs easily. One of them a 1-loss team from that Big Ten championship, the other one with a perfect record.
Yeah,
So,
Ohio State has a stacked fucking roster.
let me also say,
with
with NIL and transfer portal, Big Ten has benefited the most from that out of anybody. Remember them just getting the brakes beat off of them every year by the SEC?
Yeah.
They'd come in, they'd always start the season just like it is every year for the last 50 with Ohio State and Michigan in the top 5 for no reason.
Yeah.
With no speed on the team.
And they just drop down.
Drop
down the
One
top
of them
25.
would end up sneaking into like the championship game or whatever, and then just get absolutely walked by the SEC.
Yep.
And that's not happening anymore because they got big money.
I love it.
Able to buy all the players.
I love it.
Yeah. I've always been an SEC guy. I don't like those Big Ten teams.
I love that. Yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. So on to the NFL. NFL parlays did super well this week. Because there was not any upsets. If you just made money line parlays, you probably made some money this weekend.
Yeah.
And again, with the spreads being as scary good as they've been in the NFL all season long, I think there's actually a route to consistent earning there. I'm starting to kind of see it, that with NFL spreads just locked in, you basically need to avoid the couple of upset landmines that there are every week. And as long as you're able to do that, there's always going to be one week that has a bunch of upsets. That's just NFL games in general. But it was a good week for NFL parlays. Couple of not really upsets. Teams that started the week as would have been upset picks was the 49ers Atlanta, but I think that kicked off with the Niners as the favorite.
And we thought the Niners were done. We thought they were done for the season.
With their middle linebacker. Fred Warner going down. It seemed like a bad deal for him, but
and Brock Purdy's still not back, but Mac Jones is playing. Kyle Shanahan got Mac Jones playing. I mean,
is Brock Purdy that much of an upgrade over Mac Jones?
No.
They're going to have a decision to make when
I'm keeping Mac Jones as my starting quarterback. Yes.
Is Brock Purdy supposed to be back at all this year?
He's supposed to be coming back sometime. I don't know when.
Is it deep in the season?
Yeah. Did they pay him yet? I don't remember. If they didn't, I mean, they got a decision. But if he paid Brock Purdy,
can you imagine?
I think they did pay Brock Purdy.
I hope they did, just for his sake.
Yeah, they did. They paid Brock Purdy.
Teams,
so he's the starting quarterback because they paid him.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna have to put him back in there then. But then you had the Thursday night games been tripping everybody up. Last week it blew up parlays with or 2 weeks ago with the Giants winning it.
Yeah, we ain't got to talk about
this week it was the Bengals beating the Steelers. Steelers are stranglehold on the AFC, North, ready to, basically lock that division up, and they blow a game to the Bengals.
And you don't know what you're getting from the Steelers consistently. You got Aaron Rodgers. He's a Hall of Famer. He plays good. He's playing good, but the defense is supposed to be their best fucking team. That part of their team. Yeah, they're not doing good.
Well, I don't know. Are they not doing good, or was it just Joe Flacco? The pride of Delaware State.
Yeah, you're giving up
plays again.
33 points to Joe Flacco, who just came last week.
I feel like what happened in that game is Joe Flacco showed up in that locker room, and he was like old Papa Joe, and he pulled over Jamar, and he just said, "Hey, Jamar,
we're just gonna throw you the ball.
Yeah, you just better than everybody else out there. We're going to throw the ball to you 30 times. You just run out there and catch it and run it in the end zone, buddy. I'll
Yeah.
lay it out there for you. And that's exactly what they did. They targeted Jamar Chase 26 times in that game, which I got to feel like is the largest offensive load a wide receiver's probably got in the NFL this season.
He did well for me in fantasy, too.
Oh, he did well for
Yeah.
everybody. He's
Yeah.
huge. He's just better than everybody else.
I thought that was going to be the game of the week, the way it ended.
Yeah.
Turns out it wasn't.
It's close, though. Yeah.
Broncos.
Yeah. I get it. All right, moving forward, let's run through these last couple. Colts 38, Chargers 24. Did you see this one coming?
Yeah.
Those
I called that
Chargers
one.
uniforms, the bright yellow, I think I need to get
Love
retired.
that. Love
You
that.
like them? I'm
Love
the
the yellow.
opposite on that. I
Yeah.
hate those uniforms. Giants 32, Denver 33. In a game the Giants should have won.
Yeah, they had me shitting bricks. I had the Broncos winning. It was
Everybody did.
terrible.
That was the one that was going to blow up the parlay.
Yeah, I was
it did
so
if
pissed.
anybody had money line. I mean, spread on that one.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, that was, again, like we were saying last week, the Giants are an exciting team.
Mm-hmm.
They're led by rookies. And you saw rookie mistakes.
They're gonna make those
lose
rookie
that
mistakes.
game for them when it never should have happened.
Yeah.
Like the lead they had, fourth quarter,
You let a team put up 33
take every
points.
passing
Yeah.
play out of the playbook. We're going to run the ball, we're going to grind the clock, and we're going to win this game. That's what NFL teams do. That's what good teams do to win. And they're throwing picks with, just doing, yeah.
Yeah, that pick was on Jackson Dark. That was
It was.
Play.
It was a stupid throw.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have made it. The other upset you had was, well, I guess this wasn't technically an upset because I
Yeah.
think it kicked off with Dallas in the lead, but it started with Dallas as a 3-point dog
Yeah.
against Washington. Dallas looked
We called
good.
that.
Yeah.
We called that.
Dallas
That was
looked good
easy.
too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did. And but yeah, Dallas
They're playing good ball on offense.
Are they over that Jekyll and Hyde thing yet? Though they look good on defense this week. They look like
They did.
just a complete
But that's-
team.
that's Jaden
But
Daniels.
again, it's like, are they going to look that way week in, week
Yeah.
out? Because they've looked that way before, and then the next week is back to
Yeah.
Mr. Hyde, where they look like shit. So
That was Jaden Daniels' first game back.
no, it wasn't. It was his second game.
That was
back.
the second game back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Jaden Daniels, I feel a sophomore slump. Yep, sophomore slump. I see it coming. So that's our recap. Trying
Yeah.
to move through a little quicker this week. Let's get on to college football picks for the week. So the big game this week is another battle in the SEC. This SEC, one thing you can't say, it's fun.
Yeah.
Like every
Yeah.
single
They're
week.
going to war
now
every
that
week.
they're into conference play,
Yeah.
and it's coin flip games. I mean, it's good teams locking horns. So first game of the week, we got Ole Miss, number 8, going against number 13, Oklahoma, at Oklahoma. Ole Miss is a dog in this one.
I got
They
Ole
started
Miss.
out at +4. I think I checked this morning, they're up to +6.
Yeah.
So they're almost
Ooh.
a touchdown dog at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So you want me to tell you the way I feel about this game, Cody?
What you think?
I think every analytic you can use to tell you what's going to happen in this game, whether you're doing game scripting, whether you're tier listing, whatever it is going to tell you that Ole Miss should win this game. And they should.
And they will.
100% should. They're a better team across the board. But based on college football this year, I got Oklahoma to win it.
Oh,
It's just the way it goes.
well, since they're the favorite, I
It's
mean,
an absolute goose, shoot as far as what's going to happen with college football highlights this weekend. So, yeah, at +6, I think there's value taking Ole Miss on the money line because they should win this game. But I'm not holding my breath, and I'm probably not betting it. So, yeah. College football's tough. Also, we have UCLA +24.5 going into Penn State. Again, we already talked about that Penn State team. They look like they got an easy run out. Great team.
I don't know if Nico's going to play.
Yeah,
That's the
big
only thing
question.
right now.
I was checking it right before the show started because the injury report was supposed to be out last night. Then it was supposed to be out this morning.
Yeah.
If you watched the game last week, he was only out for a couple of series, and then he was back in, finished the game in. But the way he went out, it makes me think knee, honestly. And if it's knee, that's his season done.
Yeah,
So
most
we're going
likely.
to find that out today. That spread is at +24.5. I think it had moved to 26 when I last checked it.
Which means they don't believe Nico's going to play. And they don't believe Nico's going to play. So that's
Yeah, like I said, keep an eye on that because if Nico does play, I love
I love that
UCLA
26.
on that spread. Yeah, on the spread, not to win. They're going to lose the game.
Yeah.
They're going to lose it by 2 touchdowns if Nico's in there. They're not going to lose it by 3 and a field goal.
Yeah.
So I think that it'll come down quite a bit between now and then. But keep an eye on that injury report for that one. If Nico's playing,
those points.
UCLA plus 25, 26.
26.
If Nico's not playing, either leave it alone or go with Indiana, I think. Another big one this week, Missouri plus 3 at Vanderbilt. You got 15th ranked Missouri going up against number 10 Vanderbilt. You want to start this one off, Cody?
Yeah, see, I got Mizzou winning, but they have to establish that run. And if they can't do that, I'm not trusting Bo Pribula to win the game. Vanderbilt's quarterback, Diego Paiva, however you say his name, he's fucking winning games, and he's looking good doing it.
They've got a good defense,
They
too. They're a
do.
complete team. They're not elite, but they're a really good
They
team.
just beat LSU, who has way better talent than Mizzou.
So my take on this one,
What you think?
I think all things being equal, Missouri should win this game. They should win this game handily.
Yeah.
Missouri can't play clean football.
No,
Eli
whatsoever.
Drinkwitz has zero control over that locker room. Those players are out there acting stupid every game. You watch the last drive against Auburn, when Auburn went and tied it. They gave up 30 yards in penalties inside 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. You can't do that. You can't have I think it was a targeting and a pass interference. You can't make plays like that. But it's one thing if it happens every blue moon. It's every week with this Missouri team. It was last year, too. Ever since Drinkwitz has been there, they give up stupid penalties consistently. And for that reason, in a game that I think is going to be close against Vanderbilt, I think it's going to lose them a game, just like it did against Alabama. I mean, he's got to get control. I don't think he can, though. I think it's like a train with no brakes at this point. There's no stopping this thing. You got a completely undisciplined team that's going to pick up a couple hundred yards in penalties every single week, and you're just going to have to try to win despite that because they're not going to be able to get this back under control. Another big game in the SEC, third one, Texas A&M is a 2.5-point favorite at LSU this weekend. What do you think, Cody?
I'm taking Texas A&M.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, at 2.5?
A&M is,
Again,
dogs.
it's same thing I said about Ole Miss. Every kind of analytic you can use is going to tell you Texas A&M is going to win it. Just based on results in college football this year and the nature of college football, I feel like I got LSU in this one. So I feel like home games mean a lot more. You know, teams that go and travel well, go on the road well, are usually mature teams. They're teams that have played together for a long time. They're teams that don't give up penalties, don't make stupid mistakes. And if you have a brand new team every single year, your team isn't that. If you're noticing, home field advantage has been massive in college football this year. LSU's been playing everybody really tough. I think this might be the week where they get over the hump and actually get a win.
Against your A&M?
Again, I hate to say it, but I called it last week. You know, they were at -7.5 going into Arkansas, and I said avoid this one betting. They'd been at 7.5 the last 3 weeks and had beat the first 2. What happened last week?
Yeah.
And that was a game scripting decision on my part. I felt like those teams were so similar that the Arkansas defense that had been giving up a lot of yards that season was going to have a good game against Texas A&M just because they'd be facing the same offense they basically faced in practice every time the ones went against each other.
Yeah.
So,
like you said, I mean, once you're in the top 5, there's a chance you're getting knocked off.
It's a death sentence.
It's a high chance,
Yeah. So we also got number 18, South Florida, going against at -4 against Memphis. This is basically deciding the Conference USA title.
Yeah.
Who do you got in this one, Cody?
South Florida.
You think so?
Yeah.
I do too. Memphis has been playing good football, though. Memphis has got some scalps on their resume. They're one of those teams that beat that Arkansas team, and they beat them bad early in the year. So Memphis is a good team. I don't think it's as easy. South Florida's got some scalps too, though. They got Florida's on their wall. You know, they've got Boise State from the first week of the season on their wall. So if you're looking for an outside of Conference USA game, this one I think is going to be really good. I think at the -4, I kind of like Memphis in this one. I think there's a field goal in this.
You think so?
Yeah. But, again,
Yeah.
we also have Tennessee minus 9.5 at Kentucky. What do you like there?
Tennessee.
Yeah, better team. Kentucky played well last weekend, though.
They have, but I'm not taking that 9.5.
You're not, yeah.
No.
So are you going Kentucky?
Yeah, just
with
Kentucky.
the 9.5. Yeah, with that rivalry game, I like Kentucky plus 9.5.
Yeah.
I don't like them to win, but I like them on the spread plus 9.5. You got Houston going into Arizona State, and I think it's like plus 8.5 or something like that. I love Houston in this game. Arizona State might have knocked off my Texas Tech last week. I'm not forgetting what happened to them against Utah, though. I think they're pretenders. I don't think they're as good as people think.
I believe in Arizona State. I believe in them.
Of course you do. Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah.
Colorado plus 14 at Utah. We haven't talked about Colorado all season.
It's a reason for it.
What's there to talk about?
It's
right?
nothing. They haven't
So
been
they're
good.
going into Utah. Who you got in that one?
Utah.
Minus 14?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the shine is falling off of Coach Prime.
Right now, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's not doing.
He don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, he doesn't have a quarterback. He doesn't have all those 5 stars that he kind of brought up with him. It's just kind of feels like he's trying to find his way as far as getting these teams together for next year.
Yeah.
I could see them putting a good team on the field in the future. I still believe in Coach Prime, but this season's not his year.
Yeah, he's been dealing with health issues too, so it's not a good year for him.
Is Coach Prime dealing with? Oh man.
Yeah, he's been dealing with a lot. I think he just got cancer. Part of his pancreas removed or something. He just got something done.
Oh,
and,
man.
Yeah, he got a fucking colonoscopy bag and a porta potty on the field.
Oh geez.
Yeah, so he's dealing with a lot of health issues right now.
Okay.
So I'm not counting this season against him.
Yeah. Don't hold it against him. Yeah, he's getting paid, man.
Yeah, he's still getting paid good money.
Yeah, I think that was the whole reason he got into this. I think he had some tax issues, and
No,
he's cleared
never
those up
tax
over the last
issues.
few years.
But
so.
he's definitely making some good money.
Yeah, he's killing it. I think he's at $10 million a year at Colorado or something. They got some serious boosters there.
He deserves it.
There's big teams. Yeah, there's big money in Colorado. So he just needs to put that to work on the field.
Yeah.
So moving past college football, getting into NFL picks this week. You want to get us going?
Yeah. Philly in a blowout win. We want revenge on the Giants, man. Yeah, I got this one. At least 14 points, Philly side.
Do you?
No. The Giants will cover that 7 for sure.
I think so too. I think the Giants are going to win this one again.
No,
I don't
absolutely
think the teams
not.
have changed that much. I think the Philadelphia play calling is still bland and terrible. I think Patullo going into this bye week, after this game, this will be the game that gets Kevin Patullo play calling duties taken away from him. I think Philly fans are going to go nuts when they get swept by the Giants.
I'm going to go right.
Yeah. It's time to start flipping cars over and burning things. You know
But this is why I
mean?
think we're going to beat them.
Well, the city of brotherly love is going to be some smoke in that city
we're coming
after
for
this
his head.
game Sunday.
This is why I think we're going to beat them. The first game, Jalen Carter didn't play.
So you got Miami. Who's Miami against this week? Do I have that on?
Miami, I forgot who they play. But yeah, we can look that up later. But yeah, Jalen Carter is going to play. That's a big thing.
I'd like to see Mike McDaniel
Become the Eagles coordinator.
Yeah, get fired from Miami. I love Mike McDaniel as an offensive coordinator. I'm not crazy about him as a head coach. I feel like if you get Mike McDaniel with the reins driving that Eagles offense, you're automatically the number one, prospect for the Super Bowl. He could get that offense cracking again. Just get in the playbook. He doesn't even need to show up for practice. Just, hey, we need somebody who's not an idiot calling plays for us. We'll give you an hour every week with Jalen Hurts to tell him what you want him to do, and here's the playbook. And all of a sudden, the Eagles look like the juggernaut they looked last season. So
we'll be running into
just an idea, Mike McDaniel. If you're looking for a job, Philly's looking for an offensive coordinator,
most likely,
in my opinion. After this week, again, I like Kevin Patullo out as at least as play caller. He might be able to ride the season out as the OC, but he's not going to be calling plays after this week. I think they're going to set it up for the rest of the season with somebody else calling plays.
Yeah, but if the Eagles come blow them out, that gives them a chance to stay.
which is kind of a bad thing for the Eagles.
It definitely is. Going into the bye week, I don't want us to lose, but I don't want him to have a good play calling game.
Yeah, have it be like a 3-point, which again will put us inside of that +7.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I don't hate that. I'll take this one. Dallas +3 at Denver. Denver's been living dangerously.
Very dangerous in the fourth quarter.
2 weeks in a row.
Yes.
I'm not a Bo Nix fan. I don't see it. You know what I mean? I get like the fact that he can scramble around every now and then, but I don't like his deep arm accuracy, and I really don't like his decision making. I don't like his ability to get through reads. I'm not a Bo Nix guy.
I am.
You feel like with Sean Payton there, that offense should be absolutely humming, and it's not. It's the defense holding them in games. It's the defense that's the reason they have the record they do. It's got nothing to do with offensive football. It's because of the defense. And just, again, game scripting, I feel like Dallas is going to jump out to an early lead this week.
I believe in Dallas.
I do too.
I think they're going to win this.
And I don't think Denver's going to be able to cover it up. The one thing we've learned about Dallas this year is you got to score a lot of points to beat them. If you can put points up quick, you can put points up in bunches, you can beat Dallas. Dallas is beatable. I don't see Denver having that ability. So at +3, I like Dallas on the money line.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love Dallas.
That's my upset pick in the NFL this week. So
that's mine too.
Really? All right. Well,
it is.
Reorganize this, but yeah, that's where
we can agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think. But again, it's the Cowboys. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
Green Bay -3.5 at Pitt. Who do you like this one?
I got Pittsburgh.
Do you?
Yeah. They came off a nasty loss last week. Green Bay
got the win?
They got the win, but it's against the Cardinals. But
and they look bad doing it.
They do.
They were losing that game for 9/10 of that game. They barely squeaked that one out.
So I got the Steelers winning that. I mean, they're due for a win.
I think
after
so
last
too.
week.
I think Green Bay. Is it the Steelers are due for a win, or is it Green Bay's due for a loss? Like they're in that same. There's a lot of teams like that in the NFL if you think about it. You got Buffalo, who's one of the front runners in the AFC.
Yeah.
Week in, week out, doesn't look good.
Front runners, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Front runner, yeah, doesn't look good. You got Philly. They were winning games to start the year. They still got a great record. They don't look good. There looks like there's something off there. The Chargers. Another team that, in my mind, was a front runner to win the AFC.
I believe in them too.
They don't look good week in, week out. And then you've got Green Bay, who, again, Micah Parsons trade going into the year. Jordan Love running that offense, second year, you know what I mean, in full control. It was second or third.
It's like I think it's his third.
Third year in full control of the offense. Let's get this team going. We're a front runner. We're going to take the NFC North crown from Detroit this year. Come out and beat them week 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now these last few weeks, they don't look good. I feel like they're due for a loss. I think they need a wake-up call in that locker room. You look at the stats Jordan Love has been putting up these last few weeks. Terrible.
Mediocre.
Yeah, like fantasy-wise, get him out of there.
Mediocre. Mediocre.
I had as my fantasy quarterbacks this week. I know we don't talk a lot about fantasy, but I had the choice between Jackson Dart and Jordan Love. And we talked about this. You said Jordan Love, no-brainer. Jackson Dart doubled his point total. Balled out. Put up 40 points or something like that when Jordan Love didn't crack 20. Like I said, I feel like that's at Pittsburgh, coming off a tough loss. You know, that's one thing Mike Tomlin, you can guarantee if there's problems he sees, they will be fixed next week. He's a great coach.
He is.
You know what I mean? There's a reason that guy's the longest tenured coach in the NFL. And it's because no matter what kind of lineup, what kind of roster you give him, he's going to get the most out of that roster. And I feel like he's going to get the most out of it this week. I'm calling another upset.
Yeah, so I guess that's my upset of the week then. It's going to be Pittsburgh.
It's crazy that you have, you know, especially after last week with these NFL spreads, again, no upsets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a couple that were real tight. I got 2 this week that I'm calling. I could be dead wrong, but who knows? You got Buffalo -7.5 at Carolina. Who you like in that one, Cody?
Buffalo.
You like Buffalo?
Yeah, the -7.5. Yeah. I believe in Buffalo to beat the
Carolina. Struggled through that Jets game. They're winning games on defense.
Isn't Bryce Young injured too?
I think he might
Yeah,
be.
and it's going to be Andy Dalton.
And then
playing.
you've got
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle switching carries, and it's almost like I'd rather than just give it to Rico.
Yeah.
I think he proved himself. And it sucks seeing a guy lose his starting job off an injury, but when the backup comes in and puts up 200 yards rushing on the same workload that you were getting and getting 80 from,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know.
And Buffalo defense isn't good.
They're not.
Run that ball.
And they have a hard time stopping the run. Yeah, so I feel like run at them hard. That's going to open up the pass. So at -7.5, oof, I don't like them to win. I think if you're making money line bets, you got to go with Buffalo.
Yeah.
But I kind of like them at the 7.5.
You do?
I feel like there's more like 4 or 5 in this. That's a tough call, though, dude.
I mean, yeah, it's that backup quarterback thing. Andy Dalton's been a starting quarterback for so long.
Is it the Red Rocket?
Yeah.
I didn't know the backup was the Red Rocket. Never mind. Carolina to win big.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. They're going to have another Joe Flacco effect.
I think they're going to be able to throw the ball good, though.
Yeah. You look at, he's...
I'm going to take,
that's a lot of experience in that backfield. He's not going to be, the moment's not going to be too big for him.
yeah.
I guarantee
I think
you that.
McMillan's going to get the over on his receiving yards, too.
Yeah.
With Andy Dalton at quarterback,
Yeah.
for sure.
Andy Dalton throws a pretty ball. You talk about Joe Flacco and the way that he throws it out there. I think that's the thing that kept Andy Dalton in the league as long as it did, is he just throws a pretty ball, man.
Yeah.
He's the quarterback that conventional NFL play callers like. He's a big righty. He can take a hit.
He's like Joe Flacco.
He can, yeah, exactly.
He is Joe Flacco.
He can
basically,
lay that thing out there. He's a red-haired version of him, yeah.
Yeah, McMillan over.
He's a
unders
poor
around,
man's
like,
Joe Flacco,
yeah.
though. You're taking one or the other. Hey,
Yeah.
you got to have one start.
And they're
going to
give you a couple
I'm
wins.
going Flacco.
He's
yeah.
going to give you a couple wins.
He's going to give you a couple wins where he looks like the best quarterback in the league, and then give you a couple where you go, oh, that's why he's been having a hard time hanging on to a starting position in his career. So, yeah, I see the same thing there. But, yeah, at -7.5 with the Red Rocket, I got Carolina to beat that spread. I got Buffalo to win. And then this was a weird one. I put this one up there just because I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Chicago is a 6.5 point dog against a Baltimore team that has looked bad all season. But Lamar Jackson's back.
Yeah.
They're coming off the bye week. It's John Harbaugh. There's a reason he's the second longest tenured coach in the NFL. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
Has Baltimore been able to right the ship? Are they going to cover this 6.5 this
Yes, they
week?
are.
I think so
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Caleb Williams last week didn't do shit.
With the record, as far as like a long shot to make the playoffs this season, I like Baltimore's chances.
More than most teams in the AFC.
Yeah,
I
more than
believe
most
Baltimore
one-win
can,
teams.
Yeah, I believe Baltimore can do it.
They got a mountain to climb. They really do.
They do.
But, you know, they've got the quarterback to do it. They've got a good team. I could see them getting on a run and making a push for
Yeah,
a
they could
wild
sneak
card
into
spot.
the wild card for sure.
And sneaking in, yeah, like Cincinnati almost did last year. Remember how rough Cincinnati started?
Yeah.
And then missing that wild card spot by one game. I could see Baltimore really getting going and getting themselves close. So.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so we're moving on. We got our landmine picks. Now, is there any other NFL games you want to go over, Cody?
I mean, those are the ones.
Those are the big
yeah.
ones. Looking at the rest of the schedule in the NFL, it feels like, yeah, I mean, money line's going to be good this week. I think we've kind of highlighted the ones that there's serious chances for upsets. Whether you want to call that a landmine or just make sure to have that money line this week, avoid those games. But other than that, it's looking like another good week for NFL parlays, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't see a ton of upsets in the NFL. You look at some of these spreads, they're at the 7 and 14 point range. That you're pretty safe on a money line pick there.
Yeah.
They might not quite cover that spread like Green Bay did last week, but they'll still win the game.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
anyways, that's our NFL picks. Moving on, we're gonna do our landmine picks. Cody, who you got? You wouldn't share this with me pre-show, so
Yeah.
I'm actually interested.
It's
in
because I always have trouble with Thursday night games, and the Vikings and Chargers one.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to fucking go with that. Is JJ McCarthy playing? Justin Herbert's he's looked great, but his running game is trash. The Vikings supposedly have a good defense. That's one of those games I'm like, I'm gonna stay away from it because I don't know who the hell's gonna win. I believe in the Chargers, but then the Vikings might pull something out. Justin Jefferson, I'm not counting him out to do something amazing Thursday night.
Yeah, it's two like dangerous teams that could either look good or bad.
Yeah.
And then the worst thing to have happen is have your Sunday parlay get blown up on
a Thursday night.
That's just leave it
that's
out,
the worst thing.
especially this week. That reminded me of something, though. You made a call last week and you said whatever Justin Herbert's total yards is for a player prop, go over on it.
Yeah.
How many yards did Justin Herbert throw for last week?
420.
420 and a loss.
And a loss.
So I want to make that call again. Whatever Justin Herbert's, over under on total yards is, go with the over.
Remember why I said that, right?
Huh?
Remember why I said that?
Because they got no running game.
Exactly.
And do they have a running game this week?
Still no.
Still no running game?
Still no running game.
Take Justin Herbert on the over.
Exactly.
You look at that Viking secondary, they got lit up by an Eagles team that hadn't been able to throw the ball all season.
I'm all right now.
You know, so,
you got to throw that in there. You're right, but we don't got to talk about that.
I got A.J. Brown on my fantasy team, so
You're a little salty right now.
I'm salty about the Eagles passing attack this year.
Yeah.
He got it going against the Vikings, though. He put up good numbers last week.
So what's your landmine pick?
My landmine pick this week, I've already kind of touched on it, but I'm going back to that Texas A&M LSU game in college football. I really want Texas A&M to win this game. I just, with the way it's gone and with the SEC this year, not crazy about it. So I'm going for my landmine pick this week. I'm throwing Texas A&M at LSU. And you could almost, to a lesser extent, throw in that Ole Miss Oklahoma game. Although, with Oklahoma being a big favorite, is that even a landmine?
Not really, no.
But you look, Ole Miss is the higher ranked team. You know what I mean? So it's a weird one. But yeah, I got Texas A&M, and then I also got, to a lesser extent, Ole Miss. Those are my landmines this week.
Yeah.
So 100 credit challenge. We've got a guest picker this week. We got my buddy Logan here, who, and let me stress before I say this is not financial advice.
Yeah.
It's a 100 credit challenge, $100 challenge. Whatever your state's betting laws are, make sure to follow those betting laws. Having said that, with no further ado, Logan, we're going to start you off on our 100 credit challenge. Come over here and get in camera with us. I'll scoot this up, and you can come in and give us your picks. Huh?
Come on in, Logan.
Okay. Again, our 100 credit challenge brought to you by Wild Timber Soap Company. Again, use Parlay 25 for 25% off on online orders. 100 credit challenge. How you doing today, Logan?
Good.
Half day at school?
Yep.
Nice.
Half day at school.
Nice. He's one of our show's fans. He's a good buddy of mine. He's also probably going to be a D1 baseball prospect here in the next year or two.
Hell yeah.
Big time hockey goalie too. Been enjoying watching him play this season. 100 credit challenge. Also, he's my secret weapon when it comes to making my picks. If I'm 50-50 on something, I shoot this guy a text, and he doesn't usually steer me wrong. So, all right, go ahead, Logan. What do you got?
All right, I got a couple of two-leg parlays.
Okay.
Parlay.
And then I got one big one, and then I got one upset.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start with NFL one here. I got Chargers -3 at Minnesota. Now,
Thursday night.
Andy Dalton.
He's not scared of it.
Or who's her? Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
He's questionable. And when I watched yesterday, I watched the Pat McAfee show. Adam Schefter was on there and said that he doesn't think J.J. McCarthy will be good to go. And with Carson Wentz being questionable now.
Who's going to play
Who's the backup's backup?
Yeah, who's the backup's backup? You got a third stringer in there playing. This is some information we didn't have, so that's not looking like a pretty good pick at this point. So I guess you're going Chargers on that one?
Yeah, I got Chargers beating the spread at -3.
Okay.
And then the second leg to that is Atlanta -7.5 versus Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fairly safe. Even with Atlanta looking bad, Miami's looked worse. So, I don't hate that parlay. That's, what is it?
And Bijan have been pretty good.
Drake London's been making plays, too, in the passing game,
I think that Penix and Drake London have finally reconnected like they did that first year there.
Is Penix healthy, though? is the question with that one. Because he looked like he was a little shaken up at the end of that Niners game. Again, check the injury report Wednesday. Make sure Penix is on it. And if not, you got a 2-leg parlay for $20. Chargers against the spread, Atlanta against the spread.
Yeah, and that one pays that's $20 to pay out $73.53.
We're going to make sure to say credits here, Logan.
I like that one.
I don't mind it either. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, especially with the Chargers info about the
Vikings,
Minnesota. Yeah, they got a third-string quarterback in there. That's good insight. So.
All right, and then my next one is college football. I know I'm wearing the Mizzou hoodie today, but I got Vanderbilt.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Me too. I hate to do it, you know.
It's just Missouri's so undisciplined. I was at that Alabama Mizzou game. There's just
They gave it
so
away.
many dumb penalties.
They gave it away.
Penalty in that first drive. What was it?
The
taunting?
yeah, that cost them the game. That was the play of the game for me. Yeah. So again, that's what I was talking about with Mizzou. It feels like a runaway train. You know, like there's no way to get this thing back under control. You just have an undisciplined team, and you're going to give up 100+ penalty yards every game, and going to try to have to win despite that.
That and Pavia runs out of the pocket and
Yeah.
throws a lot. Mizzou cannot defend that. There's just so many guys open when they played Alabama, where there was just their quarterback Ty Simpson would just run out of the pocket and
Having a hard time with edge
3 guys
contain.
open.
Yeah. I don't mind that pick either. What do you think, Cody?
I'm still riding with Mizzou. Through all this, it sounds so good, but I just got to rock with Mizzou.
Fair enough. All right. What's the second part of that one?
UCLA to beat the 24.5 spread against Indiana.
All right, we don't need to elaborate on that one.
Yeah.
Let's just say check the injury report on that one. Make sure Nico's playing in that one. What else you got for me?
All right. Third one is Virginia minus 10.5 versus North Carolina.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that. I saw
Yeah.
that one too, and I was looking at it. And yeah, North
Yeah,
Carolina's not good this
100%.
year. I feel like they're getting helped with these spreads they're playing against because of their head coach, but they're not a good team. So, and Virginia is. Virginia
are.
was the first one to knock off Florida State. So, yeah, I love that one.
And then I got Cincinnati Bengals money line versus New York Jets.
Yeah.
That's a
I think
given.
that one's pretty.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Fair. Especially money line. If you're not, again, we were talking about that. There's a lot of games that feel safe on the money line in the NFL this week. Spread, take your chances, but money line, that feels safe.
Are they benching Justin Fields though?
I think Tyrod Taylor's gonna play.
He's gonna play, so Justin Fields is on the bench now.
Okay.
I don't know if that's for sure.
Yeah, we have to
Do your
see
own
later.
research,
Yeah,
But
Yeah, I got slammed for my comments about Justin Fields last week.
yeah, you did.
Like I said though, people got it. Honestly, it felt like baptizing. You know what I mean? It was like I made it, baby. I got
Yeah.
people throwing their stupid opinions at me on
Yeah.
Facebook. Nice. So
Jets Bengals game might be a shootout too. That team goes from the #1 rushing team, like the most volume in rushing, to the most volume in passing between Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor.
oh wow.
Just that 1 week that Tyrod Taylor played, they were the highest passing volume offense in the NFL.
Okay, so you see a complete shift in playbook.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a good call.
yeah, it is.
And then my next one, I got Cleveland Browns to beat the +6.5 spread against New England Patriots. This one, you might not like it.
I don't love it.
I don't either.
I don't love
Cleveland
it.
has kept all these games pretty close.
Their defense keeps them in it, which is true.
Their defense has been very good this year, and I think they will go back to that running game against like that running game with Quinton Judkins,
I got you.
which just has been really solid all year.
Yeah,
And then I got San Francisco 49ers money line versus Houston Texans. I mean, I'm not a believer in the Texans.
I'm not either.
Me neither.
Not anymore.
Safe pick.
Yeah,
And Niners are just using CMC the entire time. It's not beatable. And then after that one, I got Indiana Colts beating the -14 spread against Tennessee Titans once again.
Probably. Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, we might hear about that one again. Continue.
Philadelphia Eagles money line versus the Giants.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See, that's your best pick so far. That's the
Money
best
line,
pick.
yeah. I'm with that on the money line.
Yeah.
Again, spread, I don't like it, but money line, I do. So.
All right. And then I got my big parlay.
Okay, this is your big parlay. What's
All money lines.
How many
all
legs?
money line?
5.
5 legs.
So this is your big NFL money line parlay, guys. And again, I'm saying these are hitting. As long as you're avoiding the landmine games, these have been doing well this season. The NFL spreads have been really good. So let's hear it. Let's just rattle this one off for us.
Tampa Bay Bucks money line versus Saints.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers money line versus Packers. LA Chargers money line versus Minnesota Vikings. Kansas City Chiefs money line versus the Washington Commanders. Atlanta Falcons money line versus Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of upsets in there, but do have that Pittsburgh Steelers versus Packers, which is an upset.
Yeah.
I think that is this one?
That's the one that's going to kick your odds up. Yep.
Yeah.
Is
Yep.
that one in Green Bay?
No, it's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, and then I got my big upset. All right. This one, rivalry game, Michigan State versus Michigan, money line.
For the payout, because
It's
Michigan's
10
like a
credits,
Yeah.
54 credits.
10 for 54. Are they going to win that game 1 in 5 times?
Probably.
100%.
Probably.
This is going to be a surprisingly close one.
Yeah, Michigan's not that good this year. I mean, they beat Oklahoma. Oklahoma's not that good. They looked terrible against USC, who just looked terrible against Notre Dame. Yeah, it's college football this year. It's, you know what I mean? Anytime you see a big spread against Power 5 teams, it's probably going to pay over the course of a season to bet the long shot on that one, to take the underdog.
I could be wrong, but I think that's a home game for Michigan State, too.
I think you're right, yeah. So, yep. Yeah, that's a big game that we missed in college football. I don't care about Michigan, and I don't care about, it's 2 lousy teams, but it's a big time rivalry game in the state. So yeah, I don't hate the Michigan State pick on that one. That's pretty good. So is that your 100 credit challenge, Logan?
That's my 100 credit challenge.
All right, thanks for joining us, buddy. We really appreciate it. Yeah.
Appreciate
And keep watching. Get your friends to like and subscribe. So, yep. All right.
You want to go first?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, go first. Go first.
So after getting snake bit by college football last week, I'm switching up what I normally do.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a college football parlay.
Ooh. Ooh.
And I'm going with straight bets in the NFL. So you ready for my college football parlay? So I'm going, again, Power 5 teams facing giant spreads. There's one on here that I really like, by the way. So I'm going $40, UCLA plus 25.5. At Indiana, I think 25.5 is too many. So I like Indiana to win that game. I like them to win it comfortably. I feel like there's 2 touchdowns in that, not 3 and a field goal.
Yeah.
So I feel like a better spread on that would be plus 14. Again, watch the injury report, make sure Nico's playing. The second one, like I was talking about, when these teams show you that they figured out how to play football after not all year, believe them. The team that did that for me last week was Stanford.
Oh.
Stanford beat Florida State 20-10, and they look like a real football team. They played good defense. You had Andrew Luck, who I think is their AD right now, running up and down the sidelines, probably giving very polite encouragement to everybody. There was probably a lot of darn and hex getting thrown around when he was pumping the guys up. Anyways, they're a 30.5-point dog to Miami this week. Again, I like Miami to win it comfortably, but 30.5 feels like way too many. Again, I like 2 touchdowns, maybe even 3 in this one, but not 4 and a field goal. They got this at 4 and a field goal right now. Are they going to lose that game after coming off a win against Florida State, feeling good about themselves by 4 touchdowns and a field goal? No. So my NCAA parlay, UCLA plus 25.5, Stanford plus 30.5. Moving on, I got the Giants on the money line.
Oh, my God.
At Philly. I like the Giants to cover. And that's $20. Again, we've been over these. I got Green Bay -3 Pitt +3 with Green Bay coming to town. And I got and that's on the money line. I like Pitt to win that. So you're going to get better than even money on your payout.
Yep.
And then I like Dallas for my last 20 +3.5 at Denver.
+3.5 at Denver.
Oh, well, excuse me. Money line on that
Just
one.
money
as well.
line.
So, yeah,
Okay.
my last 2 picks, if you hit one of those, because they're both for $20, you're going to end up getting paid out because they're both money line picks on the underdog. So
Okay.
I think one of those is going to end up hitting Pittsburgh or Dallas. I'd like to see both of them. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them. But, yeah, that's my $100 credit challenge. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Cody.
I got 4 parlays.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get
Like
it
you
going.
said, they've been.
Are they
they've been
going to be
hitting.
better than Logan's parlay? Because that
His are similar to mine.
5-pick money line, I really
I
liked,
actually think
man.
we might have one that's the same
I
exact
think
one.
that
Okay.
felt like about the most sure thing parlay. But
Yeah,
go ahead, Cody.
all
I'm going to
right.
write these down because I might play them too.
So I got a 3-pick one. The
Okay.
Buccaneers, the Bengals, and the Patriots all money line. $50 gives you 118. That's one I'm for sure doing.
So that's Bucks, Cincinnati, and who was the third
Patriots.
on that? Patriots. Okay,
Yeah,
New
just
England.
straight money line.
Yep,
That's
got
gonna
you.
win my money back if all the other bets fail.
Okay,
And
that's
just
fair.
and I keep $18.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then the second parlay is a 5-picker.
5-pick. Okay.
The Commanders, the +10.5 spread against the Chiefs.
So that's a spread bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, +10.5. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to beat them by 10.5 either, but.
I got the Cowboys and Broncos under 44.5.
Okay, so this is going to be our first over/under pick.
Yeah.
That's under 44.5.
Yeah, that's the one I'm really concerned about. I mean, Cowboys can score. The Broncos going to have to score to compete. With them.
Usually with money lines, over/unders,
Yeah.
you're fairly safe on the under. The under hits more often than the over.
I'm really
And
hoping
people
so.
play
Yeah.
that opposite. They usually always play the overs. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, and then I got the Cowboys winning that, so I got the under and the Cowboys winning.
Okay, and that's money line Cowboys.
Yep,
Okay.
and they are the underdogs. Yeah,
Okay.
and then I got the Falcons winning, and then I got the Eagles beating the Giants. $20 pays out $291.
Falcons, you got on the money line as well.
Yeah,
And
the
Eagles money line. Okay.
Yep,
Yep.
and that's the other parlay.
That should hit. I mean,
Yeah.
except for that over/under. That's the scary part.
That
with
is
Dallas.
the most concerning one.
But again, it's against that Denver defense.
Yeah.
That has every likelihood of being a low-scoring game. I don't see it, but
Yeah.
I've been wrong before. Clearly, if you followed my picks last week.
Yeah.
So,
And
go
that,
ahead.
That was a 5-pick parlay.
I got you.
I'm keeping all those picks in here
Okay.
and adding the Bengals to win on the money line against the Jets. And that boosts my odds up to $20, gives me 394
Plus Cincy on the money line,
plus Cincy.
and that'll turn it into a 6-pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And the
Last
last one,
one.
another 6-pick. I've been 6-pick parlays,
You
5
like
and 6.
your
I've been going up
6
with those
picks. Yeah,
numbers.
man.
I'm not sure how
It
I
was
feel
your
about
4-pick that hit last week.
It was.
So, yeah, which is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Continue.
that. All right. So I got the Bills on the money line against the Panthers, the Bengals against the Jets on the money line,
Okay.
Patriots money line, Falcons money line, Colts money line, and Cowboys money line. That $10 pays out 74. So I feel like those are all guaranteed. I think yours was really similar to that one.
I think so, yeah.
So, yeah.
And that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, on to our last segment, which is our sure thing pick of the week. Who do you got as your sure thing?
Colts.
Colts?
Against the Titans.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the hell out of them again.
I think so too. And you look, we were talking about this because it's at 14.
Yeah.
And I said, have they beat anybody by 14 this year? They don't feel like a team that's blowing people out. They beat almost everybody by more than 14. They've been blowing people out.
I think it's
yeah.
3 or 4 teams they beat by over 14 points.
Yeah,
this
put some
season.
respect on Indy's name. They're
Yeah.
playing good football this year. I'm going to stay in the NFL for my sure thing this week as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots are good, and people aren't respecting it yet. So, again, our sure things this week are 2 teams that are, I think, the most underrated teams in the NFL. People still aren't putting a lot of respect on the Colts or the Patriots.
Yep.
And that's a history thing because they've been bad for so long. But they're not bad this year.
Yeah.
They're both good, and they're doing the right things to win. They're playing football the right way. They're not giving up penalties. They're winning the turnover battle. They're playing good defense. They're playing adequate offense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you could even make the claim that Indy's doing better than adequate. They're playing really good
They're
offense.
playing.
They've got
They're playing their ass
Jonathan
off.
Taylor looking like the MVP that he was 3 years ago. You know, and then New England, you got Vrabel in there, and he's got that team firing on all cylinders and also pumped up, bringing the juice. So I like it.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's going to do it for our show. Thanks again for joining us for Stuck Between a Rock and a Parlay podcast, brought to you by Wild Timber Soap Company. Good luck. Again, this is all for recreational purposes, but with Wild Timber, use Parlay 25, get 25% off on your order. So thanks again.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Next Tuesday, we'll be back. Keep an eye on those injury reports. Have fun, guys.